Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry, and with me doing the best dance in the world, it's my co-host, Eric the Whiskey Mutant. He's killing it.
I'm here.
He's killing it, folks.
Wakey, wakey.
Wakey, wakey. There's been tornadoes. I love tornado.
Tornadoes? You ever watch Twister?
A long time ago.
You ever watch Twisters?
I've not watched Twisters.
Damn it, me either.
But Glenn Powell's in it, I guess, or somebody.
Jodie Foster?
Jodie Foster in the new one, too?
I don't know.
We are off to a great start.
I don't know. I only know the OG.
What a spectacular time we're having right now.
I know. You know where Jodie Foster isn't? Over on patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast.
Why?
For as little as $1 a month, she can support the show. At $5, Jody, you can get all the bonus stuff. You can get Pop Chicka Wawa, bonus episode we did this week. You can get the pregame chats. You can get this episode uncut. We do some other fun stuff. I just dropped a glass. Woo! Yeah. Jodie Foster, go over to patreon.com, support the show. $5 gets you all the fun stuff, all the bonus stuff, and this episode uncut early before all the other people.
So let's talk for a second about what's going on, at least on my side of the table. I am very tired for more than one reason. First of all, we had some severe weather in the Lexington, Kentucky area this week. Wednesday night, we were up until 4 a.m. with our little girls in our basement because there were tornado warnings around us.
Tornadoes.
There was even rotation near our neighborhood. And I was basically awake watching the weather, watching the news until 4 while my girls got some sleep, just trying to make sure everything was okay.
Did you know that your text message woke me up before my siren did? Because it got close. Everybody on that side of town got the siren and stuff first.
I'm like only half sorry. Because
then I woke up and was like, what's he talking about? And then the sirens went off. And then my house was up. And then we were down here for 45 minutes.
Yeah. We were down in our basement for 2.5 hours.
That's crazy. I would have went back upstairs.
No. Because we had a lot of horrible weather on top of that. But, you know, there were active tornado warnings around us that entire night, too. And we also, once we got back upstairs, Eden was terrified, and so she slept in bed with us as well. And she is not the most sound of sleepers, and so I got a very soft 4 hours of sleep that night. I've also started going back to the gym this week.
Oh yeah,
too. So I'm tired from that, on top of working my full 40 hours and doing podcast stuff, and so I'm operating really at about 60%.
Well, we got to get you up
right
to
now.
80.
So we'll get there.
Like right now.
We're starting a little slow.
Like right now.
Yeah. I know we are, because we normally start episodes off with Flying Blind. So we're gonna do that here in just a second. I got something. I don't know if you have something.
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm making you work. You got to wake up.
I got something.
Wake up.
All right.
Now.
I'm awake. That didn't do it.
Snap out of it.
I already said I was awake.
Am I going to have to get a high proof hot take out here?
No.
You going to wake up?
I'm awake.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Let's go.
Jeez Louise.
Sounds like it's in a bottle. Okay.
It might be.
It's got a cork.
All right, you can look now.
Okay. Let's check out the color here. Got a nice amber waves of green. No clouds. I don't see any particles or barrel char, so I'm assuming this wasn't pulled straight from a barrel. Based on the color alone, I would say this is bourbon.
Wow.
But beginners, as you know, we can't always judge things by their color.
Beginners.
So we're going to teach you how to smell and taste whiskey like a gentleman.
Wake up, sheeple.
We're going to do a nice little swirl. Get the air going. Get it up, and then we're going to slowly bring it to our nose. We're going to take a little hint. We're going to pull it back. Then we're going to smell our arm. That resets our olfactory senses. We're going to smell again. And now, doesn't that smell better?
Now, you might not be smelling the same thing that we're smelling right now.
Yeah, depending on the whiskey that you pulled out from your shelf, it could be different than this, but that's okay. Everything is subjective.
And if you're like my co-host, sometimes when you smell whiskey, you get an aneurysm.
All right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got a savory, it's got like a little bacony note on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
A little savory.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it. Pretty good. Don't know if I like the finish that much.
It's okay.
It is a little bit of pepper, bacon, maybe like a dry rub type taste on there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too high proof. Maybe mid 100s, 110 to 115.
It just keeps changing.
There's a lot going on.
I've every time I've had this, it has changed constantly. I imagine it's going to keep changing too.
Is this a single barrel?
No.
Okay. 6 years old, 110 proof bourbon.
No. I'll just go ahead and show you.
Don't fall.
I will not.
You tricked me.
I did.
You son of a...
Well, it's not a single barrel.
I know. It's a bunch of single barrels.
Yeah.
It's a single batch.
Sure. It's my Knob Creek Infinity bottle.
So it's 120 proof.
Mm-hmm.
No.
At least 9 years old.
Okay.
I mean, up to 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Just depending on what all's in there.
It will continue changing because you'll continue to put more stuff in
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Why are you tricking me for?
Because it's fun. Tell me you didn't enjoy that.
I did enjoy it.
I found joy in it.
I did enjoy it until I got the answers wrong.
until you realized how much you bamboozled me.
You got me this time, Rudder.
Until I became a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
You got me this time. No, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a lot more savory than there's not a lot of like salty peanuts.
Yeah, this is not my favorite iteration of the Infinity bottle. But there is still a lot left to go into it. I've got some really great bottles that are close to being finished that I look forward to putting in here as well. So I had maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8 Knob Creek single barrels that needed to be dumped in there. And yeah, it went from maybe...
Who's Tiffany?
I don't know. She owns a jewelry store or something.
Tiffany's Jewelry? You had lunch with her?
Breakfast, actually.
That says lunch.
Yeah, but...
Is there something you're not telling me?
It was a long breakfast.
So it was brunch. I'm telling Lucy. Telling her.
All right.
It says right there.
This was actually a really good pick.
Bunch of
Now that I think
Tiffany's.
about it, yeah.
Who picked that? Tiffany?
I think it was Liquor Barn, actually.
Don't know.
It was Tiffany.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You might as well start owning up to this stuff. She's going to be so disappointed in you.
It was a warm summer day in Catalina. I was on a boat.
With hose.
Anyway, I had maybe like, I don't know, 3 or 4 ounces left and got it up to about the shoulder with everything that I had left to throw in there. So, yeah. Again, not my favorite, but it's got some potential.
Well, you tricked
For it.
me.
So it was fun. It was a fun trick, though. Yeah. What have you been drinking recently?
What have I been drinking? I gotta think. I recently finished off my Booker's Country Ham on my
You did.
segment of 69, and I'm telling you, I'm not even going to get into it. It's just that's such a good bottle. I really do. I wish that I had another one.
Bought backups.
I do. I wish I would have bought backups.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. What else have I had? I had a little bit of the what's the bottle that we shared with a bunch of people that I split? The Augusta, the Buckners from.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Is it Bluegrass Barrel Pickers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 17 year.
Oh yeah, baby. I had a good pour of that the other day, and I just melted in my seat. And then I had one of the Four Roses stouts from Brooklyn Brewer. Is that what it is? Brooklyn Brewing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Still
Black
the
Ops
best. Black
stout.
Ops.
Yeah.
Still the best. So that's pretty much the only. I mean, I've had random. I had some Maker's Mark. Some of the Maker's Mark we had last week. Had a little bit of it. But those 3 are the things that stick out.
I've had very little.
Well, good.
I mean, going back to the gym, I have had to, I've had to go early, like before work. So the best way to do that is to, not drink anything at night so that I get up early and feel refreshed and have the energy to, not hit snooze a million times.
Not hit smooth.
But when I have some of that Knob Creek that we opened last week for Patreon,
Oh yeah.
that won't reveal too many secrets about. But I did go back to get another bottle of it, and I got the last one.
Usually there's more.
I thought there was like a row behind it.
Nope.
Just one.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Well, at least you got
Bamboozled
one.
again. Yeah.
So you got to slow down on that one so you don't have to open the new one.
Yep. Super excited about that. But that, I mean, honestly, that's really been it. I've not really done anything super crazy. I did that Crow 86 last night on my stream. I had some Beam White Label before it too, and it was so funny because I was like, oh, I haven't had Beam White Label in a while. I bet it's gonna be surprising, and I'm gonna be excited to get back into it. And this has always been something that's really excited me when I've gone back to it because it's just supposed to be standard, offering really good 4-year-old bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, this isn't doing it for me.
I'm sorry.
It was just kind of a disappointing
I'm sorry.
whiskey stream last night.
Sorry.
So
Anybody in the chat say anything? Anything make you laugh? Make you mad? Anything you want to get out?
not make me mad. I mean, I had a really good stream last night, talking about, whether or not we were in a bourbon glut, especially with, being able to put out a new age-stated turkey product, of course. And then also seeing that there was a TTB filing for a new age-stated Old Granddad product as well.
How much?
It's 7 years old.
Oh.
Bottom of bond. And my general feeling about it is that, I don't know if we're truly like in a glut so much as like we're just seeing some of the effects of like the product surplus that happened, 5, 6, 7 years ago coming to fruition. But also like the spending habits leveling out that we really, really, like that chart that we looked at and we've looked at a billion times recently where we spent, $1 billion extra during the pandemic, and how now we've like leveled out to being back on track to where we were projected to be spending in 2025, 2026. So yeah, I mean, we might be in a glut. I think that there's a possibility that we could talk about it from that perspective, but largely I think that this is just going to be another small golden era, maybe like a silver age for bourbon, where we're just seeing the return of some age statements, and people are going to get really happy about the fact that, we're going to have some limited offerings that are going to look really cool on the shelf, even if, they're not the most satisfying of products. I don't know. It's two sides of the same coin. We'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Other, other phrases that are just placeholders.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Whiskey, won't you go away.
The sky is only as high as your imagination can go.
You miss every shot you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky. Michael Jordan. Michael Scott.
The grass is always greener
when your neighbors
use manure.
Ooh. Plant.
This has been an episode.
Oh, bye-bye.
I'll just go out. That's the last thing I ever say on the podcast.
Prior to you being gone for a week.
They're like, wait, no. He was serious.
I'm looking for a new co-host.
This was his last words.
You don't know what we're doing this week.
I have no idea.
Yeah. We're reviewing a new product.
A new product?
Yeah, a new product. But we're also comparing it to a couple of old product from this company's line.
Portfolio?
Yeah, that you said it better than me.
First time I've ever done that. First time I ever found a word that wasn't just like poop, poop, and fart that actually made sense. And that's an episode.
So this is from our friends at 15 Stars. This is 3 ports. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's finished in tawny, white, and ruby port casks. 105 proof. It's aged 15 and 9 years. And it's $180.
As I drop it.
Well, I guess we'll suck it up off the ground through a straw, Eric.
I prefer to soak it up with a paper towel and squeeze it out.
Wring it out into your glass. Yeah, well, that makes one of us. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Okay. Get me to God's country.
Okay, Morgan.
That's been my favorite meme this week, though. The one SNL writer who took a picture of a Krispy Kreme truck and used that caption was just excellent.
Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. I was just talking about how we haven't had any 15-star in a while.
You were talking about that.
I did.
Yeah.
Notice.
But I don't think they've put anything out since we had Rick and Ricky on.
Oh, yeah. Rick, and Ricky.
There's 3 now?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. They have a cartoon.
Rick with 2 C's.
Yeah. Ed and Eddie.
All right.
It smells very porty.
It's gentle though. It's not like a super powerful I don't feel like I'm being abused.
Well, I don't feel like I'm being abused.
Well.
It's just got a big port nose.
Yeah, it does.
But, they would probably be like, yeah, dumbass. Like, it's called 3 ports, so. Very red fruity. Yeah, red wine. Port wine is red wine, right?
I think in some cases, well, we got a white.
That's true. Well, we have a ruby.
Yeah.
That's red.
And a white.
Okay.
Which is not.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say I don't know anything about port wine. Let's just be honest.
He brings a certain, I don't know what's going on here quality to the podcast.
Not as porty on the palate.
The finish, though, goes a little more porty. And definitely a little more dry.
Yeah, it is a very drying finish. What's the
105?
It hits a little higher than 105, honestly. Mm-hmm. I would think it was a little higher proof. A little thin in the beginning. I probably would want it a little thicker. But all in all, it reminds me of red gummies.
Yeah.
Like gummy candies. Like, any pretty like little Nestle pack of gummies. It reminds me of the red ones. I like the palate better than the nose. I just wish it was a little bit more syrupy.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with that.
And I kind of thought it would be, because what did we say the ages in this are? Like 15 and 9, yeah. But, I mean, I know this is probably a pretty big, yield in the batch that they did, so, I'm sure there's some water in there. But not bad.
Yeah. I don't mind it. My brain was not fully prepared for a finished product. I don't think, but it's got that elevation quality to it that a lot of 15 stars does, where you feel like this has it carries the quality of what the price point indicates.
I mean, it definitely does not taste like a cheap whiskey.
No, it does not. Putting this up against the Crow 60 or 86.
I don't even bring that one up. I do wish it just had a little bit more mouthfeel. What's the other ones you got compared to?
The other ones I got are the triple cask.
I think I really like that one.
And the Three Kings.
Which one did I like? This one, I think.
I believe so.
I think this was the one that was like, I'm in this finish rut, but here we are. We Three Kings.
Now, the triple cask is finished with cognac rum and apple brandy. And the Three Kings is really just a blend of bourbon, rye, and wheat whiskeys.
Oh, yeah, baby. Triple Cask 2.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I really like that one. See, that does the thing. The Triple Cask 2 does the thing where it is a little bit more aggressive with the finish flavor. But I'm not entirely mad at it. I kind of was expecting it.
Now, the Three Kings is going to be more just like straightforward of a whiskey because it's not finished.
I don't remember the Three Kings smelling like this. Come over here to me. What? Oh, that smells delicious.
Yeah. 15 and 11-year-old.
It smells like cinnamon rolls. Did it taste and smell like that before?
I don't remember it tasting and smelling like that.
What?
I think it's opened up quite a bit.
You think? That's delicious.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my Lanta.
Is that a play off Atlanta? Atlanta? Oh, my Lanta.
I'm sure it is. I don't really talk to anybody from Full House these days.
From Full House?
That's where I know it from initially.
Oh, I was like, Full House isn't in Atlanta. It's in San Francisco.
I know, dude. Never mind.
What?
DJ always said, "Oh, my Lanta."
DJ. What Kimmy say?
Hey, Tanners, it's me, Cammy. I'm here. Let me raid your fridge and tell you all the weird stuff my mom does.
That is pretty accurate. Pretty good.
I'm the socially awkward one that you're going to appreciate in 20 years. Because I bring vibrance and color to your life. Lo and behold, if you watch Fuller House, that's exactly how it goes.
Yep. Well,
I just wanted to compare this to the other
I'm glad you brought them out because, like, I have a favorite.
The Three Kings?
Yeah. Jesus, that's really good.
It's so good, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And here I was thinking that the Triple Cask was my favorite.
Well,
Cause
I'm pretty sure I liked it the most last time.
Yeah.
But this Three Kings, it's a cinnamon roll extra icing thing going on.
Yeah.
It's so good. So, yeah, that's great. I guess we got to get back to the...
Yeah, we should probably get back to the...
Okay.
Sorry. The Three Ports.
Three Ports.
I think the Three Ports needed a little bit of time to open.
Think so?
Because the portiness of it all has subsided a little bit. It's not as intense as it was when we first had it. I'm actually getting a lot more of the bourbon.
I can see that. Maybe it's where we have a little bit other stuff to drink and come back to it. It does go a little more light fruit, apple-y, not as much red gummy.
And it really goes there on the palate, too.
It is a little better.
But there's just more like classic bourbon flavors, too.
There's a lot of like vanilla coming through. I get a lot of vanilla now as opposed to just red gummies.
This might be one of those instances, even though you don't like it, where it needs to sit in the glass for a little bit.
I want instant like.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification. I want to instantly like it. But I know that's...
You zoomer.
Not a zoomer. Well, you know what
With
that
your
is.
skibbity toilets and
Was that this year?
your Gen Zs, yeah. I mean, we've moved on.
My gots,
now it's
gots.
And your
My
Rizzlers and your... I just keep saying skibbity toilet because that's the funniest one to me. Sorry, audio listeners. He's doing the Rizzler face. And it's very funny.
I love that little guy.
Man.
He's so funny.
Unless the Costco guys become like
super
problematic, I think that they're just funny. They're just weird. They're largely harmless. The funniest thing that they have done, though, is go on Jimmy Fallon and be really, really just themselves and make him uncomfortable. Have you seen that at all? Because Big Justice, the dad, just keeps going, we bring the boom! And Jimmy Fallon just keeps going, all right, just please stop. Like, not actually saying stop, but like...
We're Costco guys.
Yeah. Of course we love the chicken bake.
The chicken bake is all I know. Chicken bake. They've been on wrestling. They've been on everything.
Well, Big Justice is part of AEW now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But going back to the Rizzler, because the Rizzler, he's just his own person.
He's just a kid. He's just like their cousin.
He's not the Costco guys, but he has had his own episode of sneaker shopping.
That's awesome.
And he loved Crocs more than Jordans, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
That's adorable.
That was the cutest thing I ever seen. Anyway, back to the...
we keep getting sidetracked. Sorry.
Squirrel! All right, I gotta get this other one out of the way because I keep going back to it. Yes, the triple cask is a lot more vanilla. Three ports. Sorry, what is a triple cask? The 3 ports. On second go around, I am enjoying this a lot more.
I am too. Yeah, I think it really did just need to open up. It needed to mellow out on some of the port notes, but
the marshmallow. When you said mellow out, I got some marshmallow.
I kind of did too, but it's a really solid product. I think everything that we keep coming back to with 15 stars is that they're well balanced. They bring a good introduction of these extra flavors that the finishing process allows for, building on top of classic bourbon notes as well.
Yeah.
So nose, palate, finish, and price. Each category is out of 5. Final score is out of 20. That's our scoring system here on the Smart Bourbon Podcast. Eric, what would you like to give the nose?
The nose
on the 15 stars, 3 ports.
Kentucky I'm going to go by my second tasting and judge it all by that. I think the nose, it's not my favorite. I would say it's about a 2.5.
I'm going a 3.
Okay.
I have this, like, the more I keep going back to it, the more I'm engaging with it almost as like a cocktail more than I am a pour of bourbon. And it really reminds me of like a Manhattan right now.
Okay.
Like there's a vermouthness to it that I'm being kind of smacked with.
Vermouth. Mooseness.
Vermouthness.
Mooseness.
All right, we're getting lost.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Vermouth.
Okay. Palate. For me, I think this is the best part.
I might agree.
Yeah. If I could go in between a 3.5 and a 4, I would at like a 3.75.
Well, which one's it telling you though?
I'm gonna round up to a 4.
I will go the same.
Yeah.
Coming back around to it, I really do enjoy this. I enjoy the taste. I think I'll score the mouthfeel and the finish kind of more together. But as far as just like a straight up solid taste, like I could give this a 4. It turned into like this red marshmallowy vanilla palette that I really do enjoy.
Yeah. What about the finish I almost said palate again.
Tell me about the palate.
What about the palate? What do you think the palate's doing? And the palate?
Finish.
What about the palate?
It's not horrible. It's not thick. There is a finish. It doesn't add anything to it. I'm going back down to a 2.5.
I'm going with the 3 actually here again.
I don't know. Like, I think if it was a little thicker, I think the finish would be a little bigger and bolder and longer lasting.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's just how I see it.
Yeah. So currently I'm at a 9.5.
I'm at a 9.
$179.99 a bottle. We always kind of have this discussion when we talk about these smaller brands being crafted and, having to sit around and put them together with finishing, especially, it's not a big brand where they've got a bunch of stock to work with.
That you got to work with.
Can't get over the third Ricky.
Rick and Ricky.
Ricky's got a little hand puppet where he's like, "Come on, Dad."
Yeah. All 3 of them.
Let me try.
Come on, Dad, kick the soccer ball with
me. Not my favorite price, but I do think this is a really excellent product. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
I'll give it a 3 because it's in line with their product.
Yeah, sure.
We've had enough of this brand's product, and we know enough about them to know and to expect this price point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If they would have been like, we're going to go crazy, and this one's $250, like it's right.
That would have been too much for me.
Yeah, it's right in line with what they already do. I'm not shocked at this because I expect it.
Yeah, for sure.
And there is a little bit of that feeling of, oh, this is something a little more than just a normal whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would I like to see it a little cheaper? Sure, but
they've got overhead. They've got to,
They have every right to. They could have charged even more, and they didn't.
I get it.
So there you go.
I get it. So I am at a 13 out of 20.
I'm at a 12.
I think that lines up.
Yeah,
pretty perfectly. Try it at a bar. I think your best bet to see if you like it or not before.
I would. I honestly, like, that's a good point to make. Is anything that expensive, somebody is going to like go crazy over it and love it. Some people might. So I would probably try it before you drop the cash.
Yeah.
So,
Eric, you want to do a little pour me, pour you?
Pour me, pour you, you pour me. I think I poured you something on Patreon that, unless you had the Patreon episode, you don't know, and we're not going to tell you. And it's really good, and it's really surprising. And we go down memory lane a little bit with some local bourbon scenes. What you got? He's rubbing a bottle right now. It's a genie in a bottle, baby. Ooh, we got to give me the Deetsville here.
It's a Liquor Barn 2023 Elijah Craig barrel proof single barrel pick, 10 years old, 132.8 proof.
Oh,
old Deetsville barrel.
That might be one of the highest single barrels proof wise that I've seen.
It's as far as like proof and age go for these single barrels, it couldn't be better. As far as I'm concerned,
it's over 9. I think we see a lot of 8 and 9 year olds.
We
right
do,
now.
yeah.
And a lot of them that 119 to like 123 proof.
Yeah. But 132, 10 years old. I mean, it's exactly what I want from these single barrels.
Oh God, it smells like Cracker Jacks.
Now, do I wish that this weren't a $90 bottle?
I've seen higher.
Of course. But yes.
I've seen higher on these picks. I've seen up to 110 on some of them.
Yeah. So I'm not going to complain too much.
Smells like Cracker Jacks.
As
get it out.
I'm gonna this is not the last bottle of this I'm gonna buy.
What if they sell out?
Well, we'll see.
You already bought a bottle, didn't you?
I bought this bottle.
You bought another bottle.
No, I haven't bought another bottle.
You make it seem like you're hiding something right now.
I'm not hiding anything.
He sounds suspicious, doesn't he? When he goes, we'll see.
The store did a great job of hiding some bottles.
Oh. Aisle 43 behind the Jack Daniels.
Graham cracker, Cracker Jack. It's a little jammy on the nose, too.
That Cracker Jack is insane on the
Yeah.
nose. Yeah. Mm.
That's stupid.
That's Cracker Jacks with like, remember those, what were those? Like they had every flavor. It was like the popcorn. It was like a Nestle one. They did like a Reese's popcorn and like a Nestle Crunch popcorn.
Are you talking about like the holiday bins?
No. These were like bags. Like you open up the bags. Like you just go to the gas station and they were like Reese's, and it was like popcorn. They had like peanut butter and like chocolate drizzle.
Yeah.
They're all,
I know what you mean now.
This is that.
Didn't we do the Reese's
I
one
think
on
we did.
an episode?
Yeah.
We 100% did.
That's what this tastes like. Yeah. It's got like popcorn, and it's like almost like a movie popcorn, but when you're eating like the chocolate and the candy with it and stuff.
No, okay. I almost said, didn't we have to have somebody send us the Reese's popcorn? But no, I ordered it
or bought it.
Yeah, I had to order it to get it for the
going
show.
to the movies and having some chocolate and popcorn.
Yeah,
and peanut butter. And there's like peanut butter drizzle on there.
And you snuck some bourbon in.
Always. They know, right?
Who, the people that work there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
know.
maybe.
They have to know. They have to see me and they know.
That's the whiskey mutant.
Not like that. Like there's always something in my pocket. They have to know. You know what I've been doing? I have been just getting something really high proof, and I've been taking my Aged North. This, if you're watching, it's the travel thing. Because it gets like basically 2.5 ounces. I literally have put this in my pocket, and where it's plastic, it doesn't bother me to like just sip right out of it.
Nice.
And I just sip right out of this now.
I
don't even bother. My old trick was to go to like the bar and get them to give me something so I had an official cup,
right,
or glass, and then I could just keep really filling it. I don't even do that anymore.
I'll take like a 100 ml flask, like the media sample ones that we get.
Yeah.
Something high proof in that, and get like a free cup of water.
Yeah. I don't even worry about the free
Suck
cup
that
of water
down.
anymore.
Yeah, well,
You know why? Because one time, like, I didn't pay attention, and I had a paper cup, and it started eating through the bottom.
oh,
I was like, I probably shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them about when you watched was it Mario?
They've heard that on an episode before. It's fine.
And you took some whiskey in there?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You-
No, they've heard it. They can go back and listen.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, sure.
Please go back
fine.
and listen to that.
Barrel Rings. It's a segment of the show where you can participate in the show.
You're part of the show.
You can call or text the number that we have reserved for you to call or text.
859
428 8253. 859 859-428-8253. You can call and leave a voicemail or text us and leave us a message. We have a text this week from our buddy Ryan Jeeves.
Hey, do you think it would be, I know this will be a little bit more work on your part. I don't know how much work. If they sent you a picture of them and they approved it and you put their face on like in between us right there, you just threw their...
They could absolutely do that.
And that way, people watching, they could be like, "Oh, that's what that guy."
Yeah, do it. Fine. Why not?
Their handle, their Instagram logo,
Yeah.
or like their Facebook picture, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't even know what half these people look like.
Me neither.
See?
Actually,
Yeah, do that.
you raise an excellent point. But this is from our buddy Ryan Jeeves. He said, "Hey guys, Ryan Jeeves for Barrel Rings. On a level of 1 to 10, how bad did I F up by passing on a 19-year Heaven Hill weeded bottle for $445? I saw it at my local Total Wine in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and just could not pull the trigger. I knew I could afford it and also knew I could trade/sell it, but just could not do it. What do y'all think? Thanks.
It's hard for me to say you effed up if you decided not to buy basically a $500 bottle of whiskey.
Right, but also like at $4.45, that's pretty much 50% over retail because those retail for $300.
Yeah.
So you're not doing yourself as much of a service as you are the retailer by paying
Now,
that extra premium.
that bottle of whiskey
Is incredible.
super good.
Do I have to do a spooky edit for super?
No. I was being Frankie from One Piece. Super. You could do that. Super.
I don't know if I can.
Okay. No, you don't have to edit that. I'm just saying it was super good. Now, at retail, I would say, yeah, you would have effed up. But still, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to say you effed up when you let a bottle sit that they charged you $150 over.
Yeah, I think that you made the right choice.
Now,
Here.
if he literally knew people would buy it for even more, I'd highly, discourage flipping a bottle. But
yeah, if you want to get your money
though,
up, not get your funny up there, I mean, go for it.
Go for it. If you could have made some money, maybe you did F up. Maybe you did. But if we're keeping it in with,
Also, we're not censoring ourselves, by the way. He literally put F up.
Yeah, I try to be. I did. I feel like sometimes I cuss too much on here. I think this is on kids' YouTube, right?
I put it for 18 and up.
Yeah, either way. Yeah.
You go on the kids' YouTube app, and it's the Bourbon Show for kids.
It automatically
we're
turns,
reviewing the non-alcoholic spirits today,
it turns
kids.
everything into Kool-Aid. So yeah, I would say sticking within like the no flipping, all that stuff. Like I don't think you messed up. But it's really good. I probably wouldn't have pulled the trigger on 450.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have personally, but also that's a finance thing as far as I'm concerned.
That's a Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe. We don't know at this point.
High proof hot takes.
Tariffs.
Whoa!
What? I don't know anything about them. I'm just saying because of Nintendo's. What?
Nothing.
No, I ain't getting political on here.
No. It does suck though that we aren't. We might not have the pre-orders.
I know. I was already ready. I was doing a game plan.
Yeah.
What have you done this week to piss me off? Let's see. What have you high proof hot takes?
Can I be honest with you?
What?
I can't defend myself right now. So if you're gonna come up with something, can we just save it for next week?
I know I got it on there.
I know.
I'll skip it.
We're having a good week.
I won't be here next week, so that'll give you a break.
Thanks.
I'll come back.
All right.
I'll come back with double the friendship.
Whatever I do, like on next week's episode where you're not here, just save it for that. Okay.
Okay.
I'll intentionally do something that you can, spin into.
I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break.
Yeah. All right.
2 weeks worth. Hello.
Crash.
They made it on the episode.
Congratulations. You're the third co-host on this week's episode. Tips and bits.
Tips and bits.
Segment of the show. Oh, by the way, High Proof Hot Takes is the part of the show where we usually rant about things, and it's sometimes funny.
Sometimes.
Other times I get ripped a new one. Tips and Bits, though, is a segment of the show where we talk about things we've been watching, reading, listening to, playing that we want you to also enjoy. Of course, I watched the new Nintendo Direct.
So did I.
For the Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
on its whole, I think the Direct was really underwhelming.
I mean, I didn't care. I know. Mario Kart.
Like, Mario Kart looks awesome. The new Donkey Kong game looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But we basically got 2 new games announced. A tech demo that you have to pay money for to understand how the system works. And then a series of re-releases that were announced from other consoles.
Yeah, or you could just go on Instagram and just see all the clips that everybody posted and just watch everything for free.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, like, that's the
the
totality of the announcements from the Direct. I'm still very excited for the console. I hope that it stays at the $450 price point. It very likely will not.
I know. But the highlight for me was Mario Kart World and the fact that
it looks awesome.
I've mentioned this before, not like on the show, just like talking to my kids and stuff, and it was like, I wish that there was like a what do they call it when like a gumball rally, or it's where you do like something and you just keep driving, and driving. Like,
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Okay.
Gumball Run, I think.
Maybe. I will say, like, while you're looking that up, the new Donkey Kong game looks so incredible. Good. It's basically Mario Odyssey, but
Cannonball Run.
There we go. Mario Odyssey, but as like a Donkey Kong game, which is something that I've been hoping for since Mario Odyssey came out. But that being said, though,
yeah.
I'm gonna play the crap out of it.
Cannonball Run style. Yeah. I was like, this will be fun if you do this in Mario Kart, and by God, they did it. So a couple of the new features that I love is that, for one, it goes by the time of the day and the weather that is happening around you, and it puts it on the course. So it could be raining and the course is rainy, or it could be night and you're playing at night. But you also, when you're in Grand Prix, you keep driving to the next course. Yeah. So you're not stopping. And then they also have, I think it was called Knockout or something like that, where you just keep going through every course and you have to beat the place that it says. So if it says 8th place, if you're not in 8th place or less, then you're out. You're knocked out. You just keep going. And it's also like Tony Hawk Pro Skater now. Like, you can grind and like wall ride and stuff. And then they have a free run where you click free run, you can just go off and just drive around and look at everything. Like, it looks so fun.
I think it's just going to be awesome. I'm really excited too, especially as like I've started streaming more on Twitch to get into playing more of these games as the Switch 2 comes out. Man, it just, I'm so excited for this system.
And magnetic Joy-Cons.
Thank God. Thank God. Amen. I've seen a lot of the gameplay for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom on the Switch 2 as well, with the updated frame rate and the updated, just everything. And it just looks so good. I cannot wait to not have lag on this Nintendo system, which is now basically like a next gen console. Yeah. Finally. They're getting a From Software game too, like a Bloodborne sequel, which is crazy.
I saw that.
It looks so good.
Cameras.
Chat. Yeah, they're giving you a a Discord chat.
But did you see the Piranha Plant camera? That looks so cool. Come on now.
Yay.
Come on.
Yay. I can't wait.
You can put yourself in Mario Party. I don't give a crap about it. Nintendo, just give me Mario Kart.
Oh boy. Anyway, I'm very excited for it. I hope that the pre-sales and everything. I mean, by the time that like this episode comes out,
we'll know.
We'll know either way.
It was supposed to be Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We'll see.
Could be completely outdated.
Yeah.
By that point. So, I don't really have anything else. Otherwise,
I mean, we'll eventually talk about Daredevil. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better and better. I mean, I can't say.
I can't either.
Dude, that last episode was so good too.
Yeah.
I've been watching Solo Leveling.
I've got to watch Solo Leveling.
It's an anime. It's basically one of these. It's kind of similar to these anime where like it's like they're in a video game, like the real life's a video game, but it's a little different, and the storytelling is way better. Like, it's you got to watch it. Like, there's demon worlds and stuff that pop up in the real world, and these certain people are become hunters and stuff, and they got to go defeat the dungeons and all that. But like, there's this different twist on this game where, like, not the game, this anime where this guy was the worst of the worst. He didn't have anything, and all of a sudden, like, he almost pretty much dies. And they just, the game or the demons, whoever these, we don't know yet, decide they want him to be like the best, and so they give him these powers, and he's just like ranking up as he goes. And it's just fun. It's easy to watch. It's not that complicated, and it feels like kind of like you're watching a video game. So I recommend it.
I'm really excited to watch it. It's been on my list for a little while. I've got a bunch of anime that I need to get into. I started Sakamoto Days, and I was so tired that I fell asleep before I got like. It's not that I wasn't into it, because I thought it was a great premise. I was just tired. I'm sorry. I feel like I have something else. Let me look at my list real quick.
Can't make it up now.
Oh, you know what we started watching?
What?
What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, that came up whenever that announcement on your thing said.
Oh, it was
dick
because
pills are in. It said.
This week's sponsor is
Hims.
Something that I have always meant to watch, though, and Lucy agreed with me.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes, the best movie ever. I love Geeko. The way he slides across that car when he
With his hair.
when he slicks his hair back and it bounces back up. It's amazing. King of the Hill.
You've never watched King of the Hill?
I have watched it like in spurts, just like different episodes, but all the way through, we've never watched it.
Damn.
So
man.
we started
I was
from
getting ready to yell high proof hot take, but I just feel bad for you.
No, I mean, like we've started from the beginning, and we're watching it all the way through. And I mean, like I've always loved it, just, you know, the episodes that I've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're finally sitting down and giving it a
have you got to
full watch through.
Have you got to the episode where the lady who used to live in their house comes back?
No,
oh my
not
God,
yet.
it's so good.
Okay. All right.
There's an episode, I won't spoil anything, but the person who owned the house, this old lady who owned Hank's house before, she comes back and she's like, I just want to see the inside.
Dude, that's happened to me.
I know.
Like,
dude, wait till that episode is so good. It's one of my favorite episodes of all time.
I can't wait.
It's so
just,
good.
just knowing that that's
It's so good.
a thing at all. But anyway, that's an episode.
It's so good. If you would go over to patreon.com/MyBourbon Podcast, for as little as $1 a month, you can support the show, but at $5, you get all the bonus stuff. We do things before we record this episode. We do Pop Chicka Wawa. We do Sample Irresistible. We do Pours from the Floor. Full episodes, maybe a little shorter, just for Patreon, but then you get the pregame chats. We talk about something else before we record. But then you also get this episode a little early, uncut, and we've been putting extra reviews or subjects or just something we're talking about just for Patreon. And that's the only way to do it, is to go to patreon.com/MyBourbon Podcast. I'm choking on my spit. You can also get some merch. Bourbonshop.threadless.com. Perry puts all the merch up there. There's a bunch of different options of t-shirts, hats, things like that you can get. You can also send us an email to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com if you want to send us an email to ask a question, We'll read it out, or if you want to ask for, where to send things or just any certain sort of question, you can send it to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. If you do have something you want to send for us to review, try, anything like that, P.O. Box
22609 Lexington, Kentucky 40522.
Yep, send it there. We'll review it. We'll open it. We'll do whatever you tell us to do. Whether it's you say this is just for you to enjoy on your own time, or I'd like to hear it, we'll put it on the episode. We will not share your address unless you want us to. Disclaimer.
I've never had anybody say, please tell everybody my address,
I
please.
need friends.
Please.
Julie. Oh, boy. If you want to be part of the show, like our buddy, who was it?
Ryan Jeeves.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ryan earlier, 859-428. 8253. Send us a text message. Send us a picture. Send us a voicemail. We'll play it. We'll show it. We'll read it. We'll do all the things. You'll be on the episode. It's all about you. You can also go to all social media. You can follow me at Whiskey Mutant. You can follow Perry at PRitter1792. And you can follow the show as a whole at My Bourbon Pod. You can also go to Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We don't do a whole lot there. We do show...
Way to sell it.
Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, I'm just being honest.
You're not wrong.
We're not wrong. People can get more active in there if they want to. But there's a Facebook group. You can answer some questions. You'll get added. It's all good. You can also go to youtube.com, watch this episode video version. You can watch Perry live every Thursday night. YouTube.com, This Is My Bourbon Podcast. We also put some special reviews every once in a while up on there. I think we may have some coming out soon.
What?
Didn't we review something that was reviewed?
The bonus episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't had time to get to it yet.
Bonuses over there.
I'm trying.
Like, comment,
I'm sorry.
subscribe, leave a review, do all that stuff. All the things you do for all the
if you are not on Apple Podcasts, you might be on Podcast Republic. And
we are? Are we on there?
We've been on Podcast Republic.
Oh.
You could leave a review there, like Scott from My Bourbon Journey, who in January 25th of 2019 said, absolutely love them, such great people, and happy you were able to sit down with them. As always, great interview.
2019.
Was a 5-star review. Nice. I don't know what that was in reference to, Scott, but thank you.
You should know. How could you? Hypervotant. Know your own show.
Well, I will see you next week. Eric is off because
I'll be at the beach.
Going to be at the beach.
Which I looked at the weather and it's only supposed to be 70.
Oh, okay.
But that still sounds good.
Could be worse.
Well, I probably will just be enjoying bourbon on the beach, watching the water, and I don't have to even get in the water, which is probably the best thing about going to the beach is when you can just sit in the sand. And you can drink bourbon from 7 a.m. to whenever and not get in trouble.
I'll see you next week, and we'll see you next time. Until then, though, I'm Perry.
I'm Whiskey Mutant Eric.
And this is My Bourbon Podcast.
Amen. I gotta go to church.
Yeah, you do.